All right, welcome back to the sports show on the damn YouTube. We're going back. 2011, check out Calvin Megatron, Calvin Johnson, the Detroit Lions. Check out these numbers against the Oakland Raiders. 9 catches, 214 yards, 2 damn touchdowns. Hell of a performance. As the Detroit Lions during the 2011 season would go 10-6, lose to New Orleans Saints in a playoff game. I think we did that playoff game, if I'm not mistaken. At least the Calvin Johnson highlights from that game. During the season, though, Calvin, 96 catches, almost 1,700 yards receiving, 16 touchdowns, and 17.5 yards per catch. Unbelievable. But let's check this out. Calvin Johnson against the Raiders, going off for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let's go.
So the 6-yard pickup on first down, 2nd and 4. Stafford looking for Johnson. He's got it.
And he's into the end zone. A touchdown for Calvin Johnson. Just his 2nd touchdown in the last 6 weeks. This one 51 yards out, and you predicted this before the game ever started, Coach Billett.
Well, one of the ways to get Calvin Johnson off of bracket coverage or double coverage, they're going to short motion him here. Deep drop by Matthew Stafford. Look, he goes right over the top. It looked like he thought he was going to get help from Mike Mitchell. Tyvon Branch turns around and kind of like, hey, man, weren't you supposed to be deeper than the deepest? You weren't there. By the way, that's Calvin Johnson in the end zone.
Better than 50 yards to Calvin Johnson. And now on a 3rd down, Stafford finds Johnson again. Still on his feet, crossing midfield. Johnson has not gone over 100 receiving yards in a game in the last 5 weeks. That may be about to change.
This is one way to break down coverage. He works just a little jerk route in there, pulling the coverage up underneath. You want to break double coverage or bracket coverage? Cross a big receiver like Calvin Johnson across the body of the formation. Very tough to double a guy that way.
Wide open down the middle of the field is Calvin Johnson, and that's a 1st down up to the 48-yard line.
Now he's got coverage over the top, but the underneath coverage get pulled up with the underneath routes. So they're looking for these dig routes, these multi-leveled routes.
Good protection this time. And again it is Johnson, and that's good enough for a 1st down to the 39-yard line. After the 10-yard penalty, it's 1st and 20. And that's Johnson who gets 17 of the needed 20. He's
the end team.
They find Johnson, who stiff arms out of 1 tackle, and he's to the 15-yard line. Just under 7 minutes to go, but plenty of time for the Lions to get back in this thing.
And again, we keep seeing it's the inside crossing routes like you see here, or the digs they call on the outside.
Stafford hit as he threw it, and he gets it to Johnson, and yes, it is a catch at the 40-yard line.
Boy, this is one heck of a throw. Lays it to the outside, long arms. He had the feet in, going to the ground, kept the ball through the process clearly. Gets wrapped up just as he lets go of the ball. Almost thrown up a prayer, not quite.
That's cash, man.
And his 6th overall this year. 4-man rush. Looking to Johnson, who's gotten behind the secondary, and he makes a catch at the 14.
Nice adjustment there by Calvin to come back to the ball. The physicality, though, of Calvin Johnson, Megatron, stiff-arming fools. Get off me, but that was a nice adjustment there in that pass by Stafford to Calvin for about, 50 yards?
1-yard line.
Unbelievable. Had he been able to get that up just a fraction of a second earlier, this was a touchdown. Inconceivable that a Calvin Johnson could have gotten behind the secondary in that situation. on the left side here at the top, just as he goes by. Well, we're looking at the route first on the play. How he gets in behind the second, that's a middle linebacker down the middle of the field. Rolando McClain on what basically is a Tampa 2 that puts the linebacker down the center of the defense and the wide safeties.
So first and 20, looking to Johnson. Bodies tangled up, and there's a flag. Stanford route again in the corner of the end zone.
Pass interference, number 26, defense.
Johnson in the back of the end zone, and it's a touchdown with 39 seconds remaining. And now a point after away from going ahead. What an unbelievable last 2.5 minutes of this game.
Tom, we started this on the 1-yard line after a tremendous punt by Leckler.
All right, there it is. Incredible stuff. Calvin Johnson, the Lions are going to win this game. A missed field goal by Janikowski sealed the deal for the Detroit Lions, who will finish the season 10-6, but lose to the Saints in the playoffs. But I'm telling you, man, Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders, arguably two of the best at their positions to retire, because the damn Detroit Lions can never get it together. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. See ya.